Good morning, my friends. Welcome back to my channel. It is Monday. That means it's time for the Deal It Up challenge. I hope you're ready for this one. Let's get right into it. So I've changed the order of my cards yet again, just to, I don't know, make it slightly different each time. Yeah, just changes as good as a holiday, they say, but I don't know if I believe that entirely. Now you may hear a bit of wind noise. It's quite blustery today, and the wind is fighting itself from two different directions, so it's a bit changeable and causing some noises. So hopefully that's not too distracting for me and for you if you can hear it. Okay, let's draw our suit card for our first thing. We are doing the 7 of clubs. We seem to have an awful lot of black suits that we're doing, so there must get to a point where we're pulling predominantly red ones, because yeah, we haven't done all that many red ones. Okay, so 7 of clubs is the one for our faux playing card. If you do not want to make a faux playing card, then this card will determine what you want to make, or you could do both if you want. I will wait and see as to whether I do both this week or not. Just depends what I pull and sort of where the inspiration strikes me. Let's go second to last in the pile. Tag. Nice one. Tags are always a good thing to make. Right. So into the creative prompts. What are the creative prompts going to be this week? I wonder. Hopefully something a bit different than what we've been pulling lately. We've had quite a few repeats lately. So let's hope we can do something new. Oh, I know a few of you find this quite challenging, and that's the idea. It's supposed to be challenging. Our least favourite colour. And I think it's good to push ourselves out the boundary and play with our least favourite colour. Now, it may be that you don't have a colour that you don't like, but it is the least favourite colour. So what's the one that you draw the least? What one do you go for the least? Not necessarily that you don't like it, but what do you find yourself reaching for hardly ever? For a lot of people, it's probably something like brown or grey, or I don't know, something like that. But for others, it might be something that a lot of us like it might be an orange or a yellow or even pink. So what do you use the least of? If you can't identify a least favourite colour, then what do you use the least of? And challenge yourself to use that colour. Okay, hopefully that gives you a few tips on how to handle that prompt. But it is a prompt that you're free to interpret however you like. So if you have another way of interpreting that prompt, please go for it. Okay, let's pull our next prompt. Napkin. Oh, hopefully I've got some around me. I didn't grab any out in preparation. I thought I don't need lace because we had lace last week. And I removed the previous week's cards. I removed them from the stacks so that we don't pull them consecutive weeks, and then they go in for the week after that. So I knew we weren't going to pull lace, so I didn't grab out my lace, but I didn't grab out napkins. I think I do have some beside me though, so we should be fine. If you don't have napkins, then you can use anything similar like tissue paper, yeah, anything of that sort of type. Paper towel even, you could substitute with paper towel. Printed or non-printed, doesn't matter. Toilet paper even, you could even use toilet paper if you had nothing else to use. I'm sure you've got toilet paper. Okay, and our last prompt is books. Book or books, which is fun because I don't think we've had that one. Okay. So let's get into this. First off, I'm going to prep the back of my faux playing card. As per normal, I'm going to stencil it, and I've chosen out this wavy stencil here. What colour would I like to do? It says least favourite. I don't think I'm going to go with my least favourite on the back. But but what? Let's go with pink. Oh, where's my pink? Come on. I can't find my, there it is. Thought I was can't find my pink sponge, but I just, as I said that, I put my hand on it, turned it over, and it was the pink. So I'm just going to stencil in the background with spun sugar, my distress ink, spun sugar. It's nice and pale. So this is a trick if you know, really don't like your least favorite color or find it difficult to work with or boring or remind you of something that you don't want to be reminded of, whatever it is, you know, that makes it your least favorite or least pulled. Balance it out with something that you do like. So if you don't like, say, take for example brown. If you didn't like brown, then add in some pops of your favorite color, whether that's blue or yellow or red or whatever it is. Pop some of that in it, and then you will most likely like the result. Or you could go something, use that color for something that it's usually used for. So we'll stick with brown as an example, like you might do a tree trunk in your focal image, and say your favorite color is green, then you'll pair it with some nice leafy branches on top of the tree trunk. Just a very basic, simple example of how you might pair your least favorite with your favorite. And books are often brown or brown tonings, so that might play in. You know, you could use, this is assuming your least favorite color is brown. Anyone would think it's my least favorite color, and it kind of is if we're talking about clothing. But if we're talking about junk journals, then I love that vintage look. I use vintage photo ink, so I was thinking about it. Brown's not actually my least favorite color because I use it a lot. There we go. So we've done our stenciling. Pop that away, out of my way. Grab a wee drink here. And I don't need my red ink. So we need a 7 for the 7 of clubs. So black ink. Oh, that was loud, wasn't it? Oops. Oh, it doesn't want to retain the ink on that bit. There we go, that's better. Stamp it in the corner. Flip it over and stamp the other corner. Cool. Let's clean off that stamp a little bit. So how are you doing this week? This week, it's only just begun, hasn't it? So how are you doing today? I hope you're having a fantastic day. I hope your week has started off well. Okay, now we need a club. Oh, come here. So I am very blessed to have these stamps here that were sent to me by Lisa in Australia, which has the suits here. So this is what I use, but if you don't have stamps, you can print them out, you can draw them, you can trace around them, or find a picture of them, cut them out, stick them on. However you want to achieve doing the suits is entirely up to you and what you have available and what's most easy or comfortable for you to do. Oops. Stay on my block, little stamp. I'm just going to go right beside. Yeah, I do love these wee stamps though. They are so cool. There we go. Give it another wee clean off. And pop that aside. Okay, so that is the back of my card done, apart from, you know, just dressing around the edge, which I will do afterwards. I use cat food box mostly for my card base, which I've pre-cut to size for the size card I'm doing. If you're new to this challenge, you can, and you want to do faux cards, you can do them whatever size you like. This is just my chosen size because I wanted them bigger than a standard card. You could do them mini, and the idea of mini really appeals to me. Right, so I'm just going to pop the 7 of clubs aside for now because I've done that one. So let's grab out my napkins. If I can find them. Oh, I've got blank ones. Oh, there's some tissue paper. Ah, I found them. There we go. Put the blank ones away. So I've just got these few scraps here that we have to draw off. So there's some tissue paper here as well. So you definitely could use tissue paper instead of napkin if you don't have napkin. There's a cool little scrap. And that's another cool little scrap. So what is my least favourite colour? I tend to think it's something like grey. That's kind of a bit nondescript. I don't reach for grey very often. There's this one here this is one I got from my mum, with seashells on it. It's definitely can see the writing and things through it, so I'm going to have to layer up. This one's beautiful. I'm not going to use this one. And I think I'm going to go with the seashells and maybe these scraps here for my napkin, but I definitely want to put something down first because I don't want to see this in behind. And this is a very, very thin napkin and actually feels like tissue paper. It's different, really weird. I'm thinking maybe just book page, which kind of then just gives us something in the back that we don't mind seeing peeps of. Is it wide enough? Just. Okay, let's just glue that down then. I'm just going to go with tacky glue. Actually, I might put some glue stick in the middle. I changed my mind. Smush, smush. So, how was your weekend, my friends? What did you get up to? Hubby did some work around the house on Saturday. I'm actually recording this on Saturday for a change instead of Sunday, because we're going to be out for a good portion of Sunday, so I thought, well, I'll get it done so I'm not worried about getting home and having to turn around and do a video when I'm feeling tired or whatever. So it's actually still Saturday. Hubby's gone for a nap, but he's done 2 or 3 loads of washing. He's mowed the lawns. He's done all the weed trimming around the yard. We sorted out plastic containers out of our cupboards. You know how you collect them? You buy something and you use it and you wash the container and then you stack them up like ice cream containers, that sort of thing. And then you just end up with way too many, and eventually you've got to do something about them. So we went through our cupboards and consolidated lids with their matching container and made sure we had what we were keeping, that we had a matching pair. And then we took a trip to the recycling place and got rid of that, and my brother works there, so we chatted to him for a little bit. And yeah, so I smudged that ink. That's a bit of a pain. Yeah, so then we came home. I made some lunch. We had bagels with smoked salmon dip and capers. Salmon is my favourite food, so that was pretty tasty. And then we just watched a little bit of TV, and hubby's gone for a nap. So I thought, right, get my video done and taken care of, and then maybe I can relax for the rest of the afternoon, because I'm feeling, I don't know why, but I'm feeling pretty tired. I certainly haven't been doing what hubby's been doing. Maybe it's because I was out yesterday all day. Yeah, so that's what I've been up to so far. Tomorrow we're out, as I said, all day up at the in-laws, going to their church, and then going back to their place after church after the shared lunch, and just spending the afternoon with them. I think I'm just going to put that all down as a background, because why not? Or do we want to tear some? Do we want to? I'm all about changing my mind today, aren't I? Maybe I'll just do this as a background, then we can use these as like layering. I'm going to layer it up. Okay, so for this I am going to use glue stick, and I don't really want to glue on top of that. This one has been glued on, so I'll just use this one. Yeah, so it should be a good day tomorrow. The shared lunch, which happens the last Sunday of the month up at their church, we usually go up for it, but this month they're expecting another church from out of the city to come. So it's going to be quite busy, I think, and lots of people don't know, which is, you know, a little bit out of my comfort zone, but that's okay. It's not going to hurt me at all. And some of them don't speak English. They are Samoan, and they don't have a lot of English, if any, so, you know, it's kind of makes conversation difficult with them anyway, for those that don't have much English. Right, nice and easy, just doing a great big full coverage piece. So this one's going to end up quite thick by the time I've added all the layers, even though some of these layers are very thin. I don't think I'm going to do the tag today. I'm just kind of feeling a bit tired to try and put my mind to two projects. Oops, trying to fold this back up the same way. Here we go. Yeah, I just don't think I've got it in me today, actually. Very weird. Maybe it's the weather. And on the way home from the recycling station, we took a wee drive down to the beach and checked it out. It was very calm, and it was sort of raining off and on, but it's still warm, so it was actually quite pleasant. And we sat there and just watched the waves for a bit, which was lovely. It's not far to the beach from where we live. It's like a I don't know, 3-minute drive, I guess, give or take. Just got a few bubbles there. Didn't quite get it smoothed out, so there we go. I think I will have it so that the text is the right way up underneath. Don't normally care about it, but since it's not collaged, it's just like one piece, I'll have it in the right direction. And now this, I am going to see if I can put the glue on the napkin itself. I seem to have adopted the term napkin. We actually call them serviettes here in New Zealand. But I guess I'm aware that a lot of my audience are from other countries and they tend to call them napkin. So I've kind of adopted it because I don't want people to be confused. Now, actually, I might wrap that around. That's going to cover that, or disguise that bit of ink smudge that I've got there. and just tear off some of that, or cut off some of that, so we're not obscuring our number, just for something a little bit different and adding a bit of decoration to the back there. And then I'll just trim this bit, because I definitely don't want to cover my number and suit there. Don't think there'd be much point in covering that up. Okay, just adds a bit of something different, doesn't it? Do I want to wrap that bit around? I think just a little bit, so I don't want all of that. I think it's going to be a bit much. It's got a pen there, which is fun. Oh, it's got a bird. Don't really want the bird sideways, do we? Going to run into our... that's what I'll do. I'll put it on this side first and then wrap it around to the side that it's actually going on. Jolly good thinking. Alright, I need to change out my glue page. It's a bit sticky. Do you like my nails? I love my nails. I think they're so cool. It's they're by Lillian Fox, and the set is called Feeling Foxy, and there's little foxes on two of my nails. I did muck up though, and I put two foxes on the side and none on this side, but that's all right. That's fine. Still cute. And because I'm right-handed, the foxes on this side are probably going to, you know, stay in better condition than if they were on this side. Right, so just a little bit up the side here. Like that. Just easing it gently. Right, I'm still got to work out how I'm going to work grey into this. I'm not actually sure, to be honest, at this stage, how I'm going to do that. And with what. Stay tuned and we'll both find out together. I'm going to just procrastinate by having a little sip of my drink here. All in the name of staying hydrated. But really it's just because I'm procrastinating, because I do not know. Right, so napkin we've done. Pop that up there. Book or books. Well, we've got book page. You could actually use book page as a nod to that if you choose. I would like an image, I think, though, and I may need to pop you on pause to find such an image. Just have a quick look in here. This is Paper Crafter magazine, and I'm thinking, is there such a thing as a book image in here? Now I'm thinking probably not. Like a notebook. I just picked this one up yesterday for free. So not without the stamps and things, but it did have the papers inside it. So I got the papers out of it. So I thought, I just had this sitting here. Would it actually have an image of a book in here? Don't think it's looking particularly hopeful. What about this one? This is a local magazine. It might have something. A quick flick through, otherwise I'll have to pop the camera on pause and go hunt. I keep a lot of magazines around me because I do a lot of collage, so I need a lot of resources, and sometimes it gets a bit much and I can barely move because I've got them stacked up around me and they keep falling over the wheels of my chair. Just not enough space, people, not enough space. We're not finding much in the way of book or books. I'm going fairly quickly because I don't want to take up too much time. but also might be missing something when I do quickly. This is kind of more like newspaperish, but white. So it's nice matte imagery, which is quite good. Oh, books. There we go. And look, it even says the joy of reading. Okay, let's do something with that. Still not sure about least favourite colour. I've just got to be up front and say I'm not sure. Okay, so we have a book about King Charles. We have a cookbook. They're all quite small, so just wondering whether we want to. I think I'm going to trim around it so I can see what I'm working with. I might even use this title up here. I'm thinking I don't even have any grey paint. I've got white, but I don't have black to mix with it, so I can't do that. And why am I telling you about things that I can't do? I mean, that's just a nonsense really, isn't it? Not helpful. Oh, I think I do have grey washi tape. That might be an answer. Okay, and I'm just going to take off this title because I may use it, not sure. Washi tape. It's black and white. I'm sure I've got a grey one. It's silver. Let's play dig in the container of washi. There, that's grey and white. And I think I have another one. Although we don't need more than one, really. This one. Zigzag. In 2 shades of grey and white. Don't think I've got any more. No, so that gives us 2 options for the grey. I find it hard to work out what colour I like the least, but I probably reach for grey the least, so let's just go with that. Sometimes you just got to choose whether you think it really totally fits or not. You just make the best choice, make a decision. Okay, I'm thinking I'm gonna give this a raggedy we've got a little bird. Maybe I'll take it down so we can see a bit more of the bird there. Pop that on there. Okay, I like that, so I'm going to do that. Not big enough, so grab out the book. Okay, I can feel it coming together now. I feel a bit more confident that I've got a solution for bringing these prompts together. Sometimes it's more difficult than others, wouldn't you agree? Sometimes it flows and you'd like boom, 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 and other times it's like, I have no earthly idea how I'm going to do this, or what I want to do, or how I'm going to do it. Today is not one of those days. Today is the day where I go, oh, I don't know. Ugh, eek. I'm on camera. I've got to make a decision. I don't know. Yes, easier when you're off camera and have the luxury of no one watching to see and time frame of being indecisive. Like I feel I've been quite indecisive so far in this video. So I hope that's, you know, that's okay, but that's just how it is. Sticky fragments all over my fingers. Okay, can I fit this title in somewhere? It's quite big, isn't it? So I definitely need to cut it down before I can actually really tell. Don't even necessarily need the word the. So we'll take that off for now. My scissors are sticky, so paper's tending to stick to them. Okay, so it's definitely too wide. Kind of don't really want the book about King Charles. Not anything personal, that is just like I find it quite dominant, the face right in the middle, and there's another face here, and I just want it to be more about the aesthetic of the books rather than any specific book, if that makes sense. This would go good in a reading journal or anything of that sort. Maybe something like that. Yep, okay. And I'm thinking maybe I'll layer the washi underneath, or I'll need the glue stick for the washi. Which one would I prefer? Let's go this one. There's not a lot left on this roll, so let's see if we can use some up. I don't know, this feels a bit random, but let's just go with it. Random's okay, isn't it? Big strip of washi for a 2-letter word. And the words are taller than the washi, which is fine. I could have trimmed a bit more off that, but they're all the same height, and if I trim some off, then that would be smaller, if you can catch my gist. Okay, where's... oh, it's the wrong one. That's why I can't find the end. Putting glue on this washi because it is quite old. Just want to make sure it stays put. That one. Just got a little overhang there that I need to trim off with the washi. Just a little piece. It wasn't straight on the end. You know, don't actually need to do a long strip, do I? Because you can't see it. Like I did it right to the thing here, but you can't see it. So let's just do a shorter piece. And we'll use Charles's face there as a guide for placement. Yep, cool. All right, save those for ransom style lettering. Move these back out my way. Right, so we have books, we have least favourite colour, just that subtle little nod towards the grey. Like, doesn't have to be full on, it can just be a little hint of it somewhere. You don't have to do the whole thing in your least favourite colour at all, although you can if you choose. I'm thinking maybe I should have inked around the words, but never mind, they're down now. And all that's left really is to give it some edging with my vintage photo. See, there's a couple of wee areas that I need to give a wee trim up. It's fine, they're not, I don't imagine you can even tell on in the video that there's little areas to trim off, so I'll tidy those up off screen, I think, because I want you to see the finished item with the yanking around the edge. And oops, need a little bit of extra glue on the edge there. Oh, and it's raining. It's been such a weird day with the northwest wind and northwest temperatures, which is warm, and then we've got southwest wind fighting it and southwest rain. So it's just a really odd day, but kind of nice too. It's not super hot because the southwest is combating and just keeping it at a nice temperature. So there we go. We have the faux card, 7 of clubs. We have used napkin. We have used least favourite colour, in my case grey. We've got books. And is that it? That's it. Yep. So I haven't made the tag today, but it's your choice. You can make the 7 of clubs, or you could do the tag, or you could combine them and do both in one item. Kind of like do a tag shape, but do the 7 of clubs on the tag. I know. There's no real rules, guys. Just make it up. Just have some fun. Just play with it. I invite you to come and play. And it's not supposed to be serious. It's just a bit of crafting, creative fun to kickstart the week off in the right way, to get that creativeness flowing in your heads, in your heart, and in your soul. So thanks so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoy the challenge. I hope you give it a go. And I hope you have a beautiful week ahead. Take care, and I'll be back tomorrow with Trash Craft Tuesday. Until then, have a great day. Bye.